God of creation, there at the start, before the beginning of time. With no point of reference, you spoke to the dark and fleshed out the wonder of life. And as you speak, 100 billion galaxies are born. In the vapor of your breath, the planets form. And if the stars were made to worship so light.
We're back at the AZT, Passage 36 and 37. We are honoring people that have done hard things or challenged us or inspired us to do hard things. And we are in a hard one right now, getting past Flagstaff, and tomorrow we will end at the south rim of the Grand Canyon, which will be a pretty big relief and reward.
Yeah, we're also going to be hitting 700 on this passage.
700 miles.
700 miles, yeah. So excited to hit that and ready to get another one done. But this weekend, we want to honor Uncle Rick and Aunt Nancy Daniels. And these are two of the most, they are just so generous. They are so faithful. They are so wise and been two of my biggest mentors for my whole life. And so I'm excited to talk about them and how much they mean.
And you're so fun.
True.
When as you speak, 100 billion creatures catch your breath, evolving in pursuit of what you said. And if it all reveals your nature so.
All right, we're at the top of this watchtower. It's pretty high. Out there is the Green Canyon, which we'll walk into. Maybe Utah's out there. We're getting close, 120 miles or so. Over here in the back is Humphreys.
Mexico's somewhere down there.
Yeah, we went from there, Mexico to here, almost to the Green Canyon. Pretty cool.
So alive. If the stars are made to worship so alive. If the mountains bow.
As long as I can remember, if we were in the United States, we would go to Uncle Rick and Aunt Nancy's house in Oregon for the summer. And I always loved going to their house as a little girl, but it wasn't just the drawer full of candy or all the water skiing at the lake or all the trips for ice cream, because that's Uncle Rick's favorite. It was the way they welcomed me into their home and the way they loved me and listened. Even when I was a little girl, they made me feel like the most important kid in that room, and I've always felt that, and it keeps me coming back. I still go as an adult to see them as much as I can. I just recently texted them that, hey, I'm coming for these dates, and they texted immediately back, your room is ready and you have the pick of 3 cars. It just shows who they are and how generous they are. And I love that about them. But one thing that I just keep thinking about here on the trail is just when you are with them, like I said already, they just make you feel like the most important person. They have been my go-to during my hardest times. I often go for their wisdom, and I truly don't know where I'd be today without you two. So it is a joy to walk and pray for you today. I love you both.
Light of the world, abandoned in darkness to die.
So we just had a crazy thing happen. We saw a mountain lion on the side of the hill. I saw it run up. So as we walked closer, I was pretty sure whatever had run up had disappeared. But then we looked again, and wow, so cool that we got a chance to see that. Good thing Tim had his knife. So yeah, pretty cool. We are in day 2 of this weekend, and we're talking about Uncle Rick and Aunt Nancy still, and they're not my actual aunt and uncle by blood directly, but they are family in every other sense of the word. And thanks for adopting me into your family.
Yeah, and adoption is something special. It's something that the historic Jewish tradition does not allow you to take somebody out of your life that's adopted. And just thank you, Rick and Nancy, for holding true to that and adopting our Haley Grace. What you're doing for her and what you've done for her is really special. You've just given her a home outside of home. And yeah, just remember that. You can't get rid of us.
Yeah,
That's on you, too. You're the ones who made these choices.
And we look forward to many more years with you with that. And you have made Haley's college experience amazing. So thank you for that.
You spoke to the dark and fleshed out the wonder of life.
So many great things about Uncle Rick and Aunt Nancy, and we could go on and on about them.
We have been going on and on.
It's true. We've been talking a lot about you on the trail and just how you do education, or how you've been in education, how Uncle Rick has been a colonel in the military. But a couple other things. I love how you've done retirement. The way you traveled together and enjoy each other in this stage of life. I love it. I love that you moved to your children and your grandchildren and how intentional you are with them. They are so blessed to have you. But one thing that has always stuck out for me is the way you guys do marriage. And you two are so precious. I love the way you love each other. And you are truly two of the most in sync couples I've ever seen.
Yeah, as we've talked about that, one thing I thought of is how you complement each other. It's as great of a complementary relationship as I've ever seen. And just watching how Nancy has this artist streak in her and adventure side, and Rick, you have this military structured sense, but you've just allowed her personality to become part of you and vice versa. And the way you guys have allowed each other to influence each other is just the way it's supposed to be. And thanks for modeling that. Mm-hmm. Love you guys so much.
Yeah, love you.
When as you speak, 100 billion creatures catch your breath, evolving in pursuit of what you said. And if it all reveals your nature so alive, I can see your heart in everything you say. Every painted sky, a canvas of your grace. And if creation still obeys you, so will I. So will I. So